They've won 11 in a row at home in the non-conference. And away we go between TCU and North Carolina. Anya Poole off to the right, and it's Ustby on the offense.
Cup of tea, and for one coach, they're building through recruiting and having those players develop in program. Another side is saying, hey, the transfer portal is out there. Let us go get winners. Let us go get proven talent.
McCullough floats and count the basket. Ustby attacks. Tough turnarounds. Ustby silky smooth. Todd-Williams transition triple. Looked down by Poole, who lays it through the contact.
Look at players like an Emily Fisher out of American, 4-year starter, and help them to get into the NCAA tournament.
Tywell, the rejection in transition. Fisher wheels.
Both teams a little bit sloppy here in the first couple of minutes.
McCullough pivot up and under. Tar Heels might have wanted the walk there, but a tough finish by McCullough, who has 4 points.
Good job keeping that pivot foot strong to the floor. Lost her defender on the fake Poole and able to go back to the weak side.
Entry feed to Ustby. Kelly, dish out. Todd-Williams missed one earlier. This time knocks it down. It's the foul on McCullough, second team foul of this opening quarter for the Horned Frogs. Hodgson has some breathing room and another in her college debut as Anya Poole rattles home the second largest lead of the game for UNC, up 13-6, and the latter portions of this first quarter. And as you see, TCU's offense has come to a bit of a standstill these last few minutes.
You got to give Carolina's defense a lot of credit, communicating on the switches, and honestly, a lot of times they haven't needed to. They've been able to stay in front of the ball handler. 29% from the floor so far for the Horned Frogs.
Taiwo, drive and kick, open look is rattled. Yeah, averaged 16.5 points per game a season ago. High expectations. First team All-ACC last year. You see her numbers, and a really good three-point shooter as well. 36% from distance a season ago.
Check out the defense here from Carolina. Ball pressure every time it's passed. Hands in the passing lane as well.
Fisher rattles over the rest of this Horned Frog lineup. Good ball movement. Hodgson looking to answer. Can't do so. And it's Fisher on the rebound. Fisher. Bradley. Corner pocket. But today, Courtney Banghardt's squad in a bit of trouble early. The Horned Frogs, a 2-point advantage as we open things up in the second quarter.
For Carolina, went completely cold on the offensive side of the ball. Didn't score a field goal for the last 5+ minutes.
And near the midway point of the second quarter, they have a little bit of a cushion as Paris steps into one. That is a freshman.
It's not geometry. I was not good at math.
It is geometry.
Yeah, geometry. Right? See, like I said, I wasn't good at math, but you know, your mind knows how to work it. Hit that box, you're good to go.
We're broadcasters. We're not mathematicians.
A little bit of lapse on defense there from TCU.
Bradley. Pull up is too strong. Rebound by Adams. Deja Kelly, who is 0 for 5. Tough pull up. Despite that, they only trail it by 3 against the 12th ranked team in the country. So they're playing some pretty good defense on their side of the floor as well.
Just what side of the coin do you want to look at? The good side or the bad?
Ustby finds that.
And when she's on the court, they're just a different team on both sides of the floor.
And again a steal. It's number 4 for North Carolina. 2-on-1. Kelly to Ustby.
Allowed Paris to reach around and knock it away.
Just 1 for 11 from the field in the second quarter are the Horned Frogs. Open look for Fisher, and she snaps the cold spell. Quickly in transition, Ustby. Tough shot, Ustby.
He runs the floor too. First player down court, first player back on defense.
And they run the floor once again. Numbers for the Heels. Great feed. Paris slays it in. Graduated, the only Tar Heel starter not back from last year as Kelly works to the cup and comes up short. So TCU can hold for one final shot if they want to. Doesn't look like they do. Godfrey, little shimmy. A remarkable 5 of 6 from the field. And as we kickstart the second half, 12th ranked North Carolina, TCU going at it and out of the gates. A nifty bounce pass Remarkable. That last foul was actually on Godfrey. Corner three, Todd-Williams.
Do anything they ask of her. You saw her play anywhere from the 1 to the 4 in the season opener.
She calls her the Scottie Pippen. She calls Destiny Adams the Dennis Rodman as Kelly gets to the hole. Evie Getz just re-entered for TCU at 5 points in the first half. She replaces Roxanne McCullough. Taiwo has some breathing room. Taiwo sinks it. TCU.
That'll be something to monitor.
Todd-Williams. Hodgson now inside for Poole. The spin, the drop step, the finish. Seasons there after spending time at Eastern Washington. And this time it's TCU getting the passing lanes. Taiwo coast to coast. Restart the action as Kelly has the steal on the inbounds. Deja Kelly, great player that they can contribute in so many ways.
100%, and it's the mark of a third-year player. I don't know that freshman Deja Kelly does what she does in this game if the offense isn't there.
Well, on cue, it is a takeaway. Fisher unable to put it home. In transition, Todd-Williams all the way. Then going for the Horned Frogs. And the loose ball ends up with Todd-Williams.
They're giving it their all. They're battling. They just can't find a way to get it to drop.
Count the basket. 12 points in double figures for the 16th time in her last 19 games. They also had 14 assists to go with that. Obviously a different team in North Carolina compared to Lipscomb, but still, these issues have been a major reason why they're now down 20. As Kelly knocks it down and throws it in the wrong basket. And that was the start of her hoops career as Paris rims out of the triple. Adams is there, lays it in.
Almost outscoring TCU's total to this point in the game.
27-6 end for the Heels in that third. That was the same advantage they had last year in the fourth quarter in Fort Worth against TCU. Out of the gates, nice cut. 2 of 2 from the stripe with 10 points on the afternoon. Tough take from Adams on the follow.
At home, it doesn't matter who it's against. You always want to win, but especially those non-conference games, they're almost must-wins to me if you want to be one of the elite programs.
Taiwo, deep triple. Taiwo sinks.
Practice.
That is confidence, that is leadership. As Ustby feeds Paris, who rattles out. Well, Hodgson is a fascinating player, one of 7 siblings. She comes from a basketball family. Her parents and 2 older brothers played in college. Still a comfortable cushion for North Carolina, up by 25. They've led by as many as 29. The step over from Ustby.
Malou, the only player left over from the first year that Courtney Banghart was the coach here in Carolina.
Chitenge, the niece of the legendary Dikembe Mutombo. Deep triple, Taiwo. Kelly from the mid-range. Oh, she'll hit that 9 times out of 10. A little bit off there, but a great feed on the offensive rebound. Draft pick in the 97 WNBA draft. Todd-Williams has the steal. A 10th steal for the Tar Heels. Coast to coast. 3 of 8 from distance, 4 of 4 from the line. One of a handful of players who could be some pretty big time talent come Big 12 season.
Also has 3 rebounds, a couple of assists, so she's helped out in all facets.
One of 6 newcomers from the transfer portal. Poole knocks down the mid-range jumper, but as we've talked about throughout, just 2 teams in 2 very different situations, but either way, both teams can get a lot out of this one. How about Bradley? So TCU will take on UTSA next Wednesday. And they can't get a shot off